Hey there, ghost hunters and curious minds. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're exploring Scotland's most violent paranormal activity, the Mackenzie Poltergeist. In the heart of Greyfriars Kirkyard in Edinburgh, this restless spirit has been the source of chilling tales and spine-tingling encounters. But what makes the Mackenzie Poltergeist so notorious? From mysterious attacks to ghostly apparitions, we'll delve into the dark history and the chilling events that have captivated and baffled skeptics and believers alike. We will explore the life of Sir George Mackenzie, the historical events that have shaped the legend, and the eyewitness accounts that have made the Mackenzie Poltergeist one of the most famous such paranormal manifestations in the world. So dim the lights, and let's uncover the secrets of the Mackenzie Poltergeist together. Greyfriars Cemetery, a seemingly peaceful resting place, is steeped in history and mystery. Here, the Mackenzie Poltergeist is said to reside, causing disturbances and unexplained phenomena that have been reported by over 500 witnesses. The cemetery is not just known for its supernatural resident, it is also a significant historical site. It was here that the National Covenant was signed in 1638, a pivotal event in Scotland's history. Within the confines of Greyfriars Cemetery lies the Black Mausoleum, the alleged home of the Mackenzie Poltergeist. This mausoleum is the final resting place of Sir George Mackenzie, a former Lord Advocate known for his ruthless persecution of the Covenanters. Since the infamous 1998 incident, which we will talk about in a bit, where a homeless man disturbed the mausoleum, there have been numerous reports of poltergeist activity. Visitors have experienced everything from sudden drops in temperature to unexplained bruises and scratches after visiting the mausoleum. Known as Bluety Mackenzie for his ruthless actions, Sir George Mackenzie's life and deeds have become inextricably linked with the haunting of the Black Mausoleum. George Mackenzie was born in 1636 in Dundee, Scotland. He was educated at the King's College, Aberdeen, and the Bourges University in France. After completing his education, he returned to Scotland and began his career as an attorney. He quickly rose through the ranks, gaining a reputation for his intelligence and charisma. In 1677, Mackenzie was appointed as the Lord Advocate of Scotland by King Charles II. In this role, he was responsible for prosecuting cases on behalf of the Crown. It was during this time that he earned his infamous nickname, Bluety Mackenzie, due to his severe treatment of the Covenanters, a Presbyterian movement that opposed the king's attempts to control the Scottish Church. The Covenanters were a group of Presbyterians who signed the National Covenant in 1638, opposing the interference of King Charles the Lawless in the Scottish Presbyterian Church. However, their opposition led to a period of severe persecution, known as the Killing Time, during Mackenzie's tenure as Lord Advocate. The 1679 revolt was a significant event where the Covenanters rose against the government. Mackenzie's role in suppressing this revolt and subsequent prosecution of the Covenanters are the reasons behind his posthumous reputation. The 1998 incident, the awakening of the poltergeist. In the winter of 1998, a homeless man seeking shelter from the harsh Edinburgh weather broke into the Black Mausoleum. According to multiple reports, the homeless man had broken into the mausoleum, removed an iron grate in the floor, and descended into a second chamber where he found 4 wooden coffins. In his attempt to find valuables, he began smashing the coffins, which resulted in him falling through a hole into a third chamber. This previously unknown compartment was filled with the semi-putrefied remains of plague victims. The disturbance of these remains is thought to have triggered the poltergeist activity that has since been reported in and around the mausoleum. Following this incident, visitors to the cemetery began reporting strange occurrences, from sudden drops in temperature to feelings of being watched or touched. Now that we've uncovered some of the spine-chilling stories surrounding the Mackenzie Poltergeist, I want to hear from you. Have you ever experienced something paranormal or visited Greyfriars Kirkyard? Share your stories in the comments below. And if you're enjoying this deep dive into the supernatural, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more ghostly tales and investigations. Your support helps us continue exploring the mysteries of the unknown, and who knows, maybe we'll even venture to Edinburgh to seek out the Mackenzie Poltergeist ourselves. So, let's keep the conversation going. The 2004 incident. The teen duo's encounter. The narrative of the Mackenzie Poltergeist took a significant turn in 2004 when a pair of teenagers decided to break into the Greyfriars Kirkyard after dark. As they approached the Black Mausoleum, they reported seeing an unidentified shape moving in the shadows. Despite this eerie sighting, they pressed on, only to find themselves locked inside the cemetery gates. In a shocking twist, it was discovered that the teenagers had broken into the mausoleum, cracked open Mackenzie's coffin, and stolen Mackenzie's head. According to a report on Spooky Isles, the teenagers were caught in the act by a tour group visiting the Mackenzie Poltergeist. Luckily, Mackenzie's head was found and restored, and the poltergeist keeps on haunting. The desecration of Mackenzie's tomb and the theft of his head is seen by many as a significant trigger for the increased activity and aggression reported in the subsequent years. The incidents mentioned above were not the only ones to have occurred in the cemetery. Over the years, over 450 attacks have been reported, with some 180 people losing consciousness. Inexplicable fires have broken out, weird paranormal cold spots abound, and an unusually high number of dead wildlife has been found in the vault's immediate vicinity. People have reported feeling like something has punched or kicked them, and unexplained bruises, scratches, and burns have appeared without any physical or logical cause on these witnesses. The Greyfriars Kirkyard and the Black Mausoleum are notorious for their unexplained temperature fluctuations. Visitors often report sudden and inexplicable changes in temperature, with some areas feeling unnaturally hot while others are chillingly cold. These phenomena, often called hot spots and cold spots, are commonly associated with paranormal activity. As we mentioned, since 1998, over 450 attacks have been reported, with visitors leaving the graveyard with unexplained cuts, bruises, and even burns. One ex-police officer, who preferred to remain anonymous, described his experience. After the tour, I decided to go back to our hotel room. I was glancing at The Ghost That Haunted Itself, a book about the story of the Mackenzie Poltergeist by Jan Andrew Henderson, when I felt a sharp burning sensation on the right-hand side of my neck. There were at least 5 deep scrapes that appeared just under my Adam's apple. On returning home the following day, I went straight to my mother's house, told her my tale, and handed her The Ghost That Haunted Itself, which I had decided I did not want in my home. Yesterday, I phoned her and asked her what she thought of the book. Remarkably, she was examining 5 significant scratches under her Adam's apple that were identical to mine. I'm not the sort of individual who frightens easily, but, hand on heart, I am terrified now. The phenomenon you have in that graveyard prison is genuine. These physical manifestations are often accompanied by the sudden onset of nausea and dizziness, as well as the inexplicable aroma of smelling salts and the powerful stench of sulfur. Some scratches and burns disappear as quickly as they emerge, while others may last for months. Some, though, scar for life. In addition, the Black Mausoleum is not the only location affected by these phenomena. Residents in 4 houses bordering the graveyard have reported smashed plates, unexplained fires, and object moving. The Mackenzie Poltergeist is not just a local legend. It's a well-documented and ongoing phenomenon that continues to baffle both locals and paranormal investigators. Photographic evidence of the Mackenzie Poltergeist is equally unsettling. Visitors have captured images of unidentifiable shapes lurking between the headstones, pallid figures, spectral white birds, and wraith-like children. These sightings and the frequent reports of strange knocking sounds emanating from beneath ground level lend credence to the belief that the Greyfriars Kirkyard and the Black Mausoleum are indeed haunted. The Edinburgh Council, faced with the growing popularity of the Mackenzie Poltergeist and the increasing number of reported incidents, has had to take measures to ensure the safety of visitors. The Black Mausoleum was locked and access to it was restricted. Despite these measures, reports of poltergeist activity continue to emerge, with many claiming to have experienced the phenomena outside the mausoleum. Several exorcism attempts have been made over the years in a desperate bid to rid the Greyfriars Kirkyard of the malevolent presence known as the Mackenzie Poltergeist. One notable attempt was carried out by Colin Grant, a renowned exorcist known for his expertise in dealing with supernatural entities. Grant and his team reported intense and disturbing encounters with the poltergeist during the exorcism. They felt an overwhelming presence of pure malevolence lurking within the cemetery, as if the very air itself had become charged with dark energy. Grant later described the experience, stating, "I have never encountered such an intense and malicious force in all my years of exorcism. It was as if evil itself had taken physical form within the confines of the Greyfriars Kirkyard." Tragically, Colin Grant's health rapidly deteriorated following the exorcism. He fell ill and passed away a few weeks later, leaving many to speculate about a potential connection between his involvement with the Mackenzie Poltergeist and his untimely death. Some believe that the relentless and malevolent nature of the poltergeist took a toll on Grant's well-being, leading to his demise. Over the years, the incidents associated with the Mackenzie Poltergeist have grown increasingly severe. Despite this, the Black Mausoleum remains a popular tourist attraction, with many visitors drawn to the site by the tales of the Mackenzie Poltergeist. The Edinburgh Council continues to monitor the situation, taking measures to ensure visitors' safety while preserving the historical significance of the site. Whether the Mackenzie Poltergeist is a genuine supernatural entity or a product of collective imagination, its story continues to evolve, ensuring that the Greyfriars Kirkyard and the Black Mausoleum remain integral parts of Edinburgh's cultural identity. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. They can always spark interesting conversations. Until next time.